Okay, so I gotta change this switch out. The lights have been really, if I wiggle it, they work, and then if I wiggle it, they don't. So I'm gonna switch that out right quick. Let me see if I can hang this up here so you can watch. Whoops. So I looked it up. I've changed one of these like a long time ago, and they were crazy expensive. But being that this is an old truck now, they're a lot cheaper. You can get them for a little over 20, 25 bucks on Amazon. But while we got everything apart, I happen to have one from the other truck. So I hope it works. Because it's that easy to change. Now let's see if it works out there. I'll go look. Good. And this one? Yes, and this one. That still doesn't work. Maybe the other one. This is supposed to turn off the interior dome lights. This part of it. Die. No. For some reason that one doesn't work. But this one does, and I like this little setting right here. Those LED lights that I set up. It turns these little bars on and the little side light there. So, at night they're pretty cool. They're actually pretty cool in the daytime too. If you're driving around, they're pretty slick. So we'll set them to auto. Good to go from there. Good. You used to have to wiggle this before it was a piece of junk. I mean, it worked, but who wants to jiggle it every time? There we go. That's another 20, 25 bucks. Saved, no big deal. I might swap this chair out. Oh, this has a power seat, and I fixed this button. You hear it though? The motor's like stuck. I fixed this whole bezel here. I bought this replacement piece. But down in there, the motors are all messed up. And I mean, the seat's in good shape. I don't know what's going on with it, but this is what we've got over here. This one is just an old school seat. Simple. I mean, it's got hay on it and stuff, like me being a slob, but look how clean the edges are. Very good shape. And yes, it does. It slides nice. There's something to be said about old school things. So I think I might take this seat out. And the pattern definitely does match. It's this whatever that stuff is, that pattern. So that should match right up, and then I'll decide about the other side. But there's definitely, oh, I have to put this fan belt in too, because that's not in yet, and the radiator, the shrouds there. Oh, wow, those mufflers are hot. Ugh. All right, come on, you get out of there. Oh. Wow, it's hot. Oh, don't get burned. Oh, don't burn me. Oh. Okay. Should be a 15, like everything else. I'm pretty sure I have a filter for this. Whew. Just barely touched it and I heard a sizzle. There we go. Yeah, see that ain't bad. That's warm oil. Maybe a few chunks there. Nothing terrible. All right, let's get a strap wrench. I'll get that filter out up there. Okay. Strain the oil out. Whew, a K&N filter. Get one of these on there. Dip, dip, dip. Just run a little bit around the edge with your finger. All right, so got some oil, 5W30. Usually, I think it usually takes 6 quarts. I have 2 sizes of funnels, 2 small or 2 big. We're gonna go with the big one. Doesn't like to stay in the hole there, it's too big. But we'll get it in. All right, what I like to do is put the 5 quarts in while it's still up on the ramps. And then once 5 quarts are in, it's pretty safe. You can start it up, back it off the ramps, and then I thought I was dumping it. And then put the last quart in, or just see where it needs to be after it's got up in the engine too a little bit. Fill the filter up, because I don't pre-fill the filters. I know everybody is always pre-filling their filters. I don't. It's a pain in the butt. It's an old truck. What do you want? All right, here's a good 5 quarts. Here we go. All right, oh, and inside this, once we get done, if you get K&N filters ever, they have a little thing where you write the mileage on, you stick them up high. That's what the guy before was using. They're kind of expensive, but hopefully this one cleans the oil good. All right, so this is the old motor down here, and we need, I think, this CAMSHAFT position sensor off the other motor, because it's giving me trouble and giving a code for it, so it should come out of there, right? I don't know. That thing is on there. Need more input. There she goes. Okay, good. Oh, gross. All right. So it is just it's just an O-ring that holds it in there. That's what I thought. But hopefully this one's good. All right, so this is it right here. Oh! Got a flashlight on. Do it. There it is. I see it down there. Okay, good. Oh no, I got her. Woohoo! All right, that took forever. All right, so let's unplug this one, and we'll unplug this. I think we're gonna try to do the oil sensor too, or at least maybe clean it. Oh man, that's hot. Come on, you, get out of there. Oh boy. Come on. Alright. Spinner. Spinner. Chicken dinner. There she goes. Oh. There's some junk on that. I don't know what's down there, but it looks dirty. I should get the air compressor and blow it out. Now let's try to take this thing out. There we go. Did it fit? I can't. There we go. Oh, it's on there. I bet it's full of junk. There's a special socket for these. I have it, but it is not at this house. It is at my apartment building, and I don't know. That looks fine to me. Okay. I'm just going to put the same one from this engine back in because the other truck had a bad head gasket for so long, and the guy left it sitting for like a year and a half. So, I don't know. It's probably fine. This is the one off the other truck, but water and metal parts don't mix. Wow. I feel like it needs to go down a hair more, but it's hard to say. I guess it's down. It's down there. Yep. Just want to make sure. I hate pulling this all out all over again if we don't need to. Okay. Now, we make sure to plug it in. Cords look good. No cuts in the wires or anything weird like that. What the heck is that one? I didn't plug it in the wrong one, did I? Oh! That looks like a nick. It looks fine though. Should probably wrap it in tape a little bit. That goes to the plug on the back of the motor. And this one definitely goes here because these two are together though. So we're good. One. Ow, that's hot. Two. Okay. Now, I don't know if you notice. You see all these cylinders? Look down in them. All of those, they're dark and dirty. That one right there is kind of clean and nice. It's full of gas. It was full of gas when I first tried to start the truck, and it's full of gas now. Which makes me think that this is the one, that cylinder. I think that is letting a lot of gas in, and that could be why it's running so rich. So let me put this all back together and we'll investigate that a little bit. Okay. You see the way this is all messed up and scribbly? This was soaking wet with gas, everything else. So I just changed this one here. And this is what came out. I don't know, maybe it's broken and it's stuck open, because I think when the truck fires and fires and fires, it can't seem to build up enough fuel pressure. I think when the truck shuts off, it drains all the fuel because this gets stuck open, and it runs down into this cylinder. See, all these other ones are dark, and that one's super need a flashlight. Super shiny, and these ones are all dark. So I think that's what's been making it spit and sputter. Okay, put it back together. Okay, so we did a fairly thorough check of the engine, put the engine all back together. We did wind up, everything's all back together now. We wound up replacing a few things. Let's see what we got. Ugh. This is the camshaft position sensor. We replaced that with the other motor. This is the oil pressure sensor. Oil pressure sensor. This one is from the other truck. I took that one out and I think I like that one better. This was in the motor with the bad head gasket and I just don't want to chance anything there. And then this, I found this. This is a bad fuel injector. I'm pretty sure this one's stuck open, which is letting fuel drain into the back cylinder there. I don't remember which number it is, but so we're gonna see now. That is probably why I have to like prime the engine like 3 times, and it just never seems to have pressure after you leave it for a few minutes. Sounds better. I always say that, but everything's getting a little better and a little better. I think we fixed that issue. That's really good. I think we got a whiny belt noise or something. Maybe it's a vacuum leak, I'm not sure. Let's turn these ones on. It's getting darker out now, you can see a little better what they look like. I like the clearance lights too. Let's go for a drive. Okay, so right off the bat, I see the check engine lights on, but I don't know. There's some sort of noise going on. That can't be good. What is that? Oh, that's the air compressor. Wow, that'll throw you off. Okay, let's diagnose. Scan. This sounds way better. Okay. Okay, read codes. EVAP system vent valve solenoid circuit P0449, P0343 camshaft position sensor, and P0449. Dude, we are eliminating codes. There was 9 before, there's 3 now. Okay, we're gonna clean them up. Yes. With engine off and press OK. Okay, we're clear. Been cleared. Okay. All right. Here goes. Oh, this is so much better. Fired right back up. Sounds better. It feels better. Yeah, I think this is getting better. No more shaky. And no check engine light immediately, so that's good. I think that that injector was a big holdup. I'm so glad I took that apart, because I never would have saw that injector if I hadn't pulled the intake off to change those 2 sensors. You can change those without pulling the whole intake off, but I don't know, it's like 10 bolts and a couple of plugs and wires and you're out. No problem. I say just take it off. All right, the other thing I see here is we have not fixed the oil pressure. It's still, the oil pressure gauge is still on 80. Now I just did an oil change. I just pulled that sensor out and messed around with it, no problem. I even switched the panel and on both trucks, both dashes. So same problem. So somewhere's, because it's pinned on 80, I wonder if we have like a short or a bad ground or something somewheres. My horn don't work. A few more things to figure out. The right rear tail light is not working. I mean, we got to figure out a tailgate, a tailpipe. I mean, on the back side of the exhaust. What else do we need? The brakes are pulsing a little bit. I wonder if I have a little air in them or what's going on there. It feels like the ABS when you come up to a stop sign, like the ABS is on. I don't know, we'll have to see.